Hello YouTubers. Now today we're going to do like a little mini series on a Fiat seicento. A few bits to do, things like handbrake cables, simple enough, and one thing a bit bigger, you can see here, is the fuel tank. Now, and when I take down the fuel tank, I've also got to make brake lines for it. So there's kind of three things we need to do on it. Taking down fuel tanks can be a bit of a nightmare. There's a couple of bolts on this, you can see, bolt hole here. There's 3 bolts on it, which isn't so much the problem as more the clips and brackets. The bolts are rusty, we could have a problem too. So here's hoping we're going to kind of go straight forward. Give you some idea what it looks like. Obviously this is the fuel tank, as you can see, and as we can see from this end, it's obviously all leaking. We have 1 bolt here, 1 bolt there, and another bolt there. Now the bolts don't look too bad. We've got a couple of connections and pipes here, and obviously we're going to have a couple of connections and pipes on the top, but looks like we're going to mostly have to move the exhaust. We might not have to, but it might just be a bit easy if we take it out of the way. So I'm going to take down them bolts first. I'll turn the camera back on and let's see where we're at. Now YouTubers, as you can see, the tank's kind of down. A bit of a nightmare. 2 of my bolts snapped. There's 1 here and 1 over there, but I can sort that out quite easily, I hope. Just drill them out, put a nut and bolt, because you can kind of see him from this side. Now this is the top of the tank, this is where the send unit is. So there was a few 7mm bolts. I've taken off them. Like I said, once I'd taken out the bolts, the tank more or less dropped. There was a filler pipe here, and the rest, as you can see, all the pipes are on top there to do with the fuel pump and the sender unit and stuff like that. You have the new one down here, so you can have a rough idea of basically where you're going. And couldn't get the filter off, but look enough, it was that rusty it just broke off. As you can see, that's where it left the hole, so I'm going to have to get new bolts for this, cut them off and get new bolts. So yeah, we're getting there. I'm just going to pull out these connections here. They should just literally pull out, I'm hoping. They're just like a little rubber seal. Taking the bolt off that, lift that up out and take the tank away completely, and then I'll turn the camera back on. So as you can see, there's no tank in there, and all we're left with is all the wires and pipes and stuff and returns and that. So basically we had 2 pipes on it. Now these actually twist 90 degrees and pull off, same as the other one. So as you can see from the tank here, they actually twist off. What you have to be careful of is when you take anything like this off, there's little seals, and make sure you keep all the seals, because you don't get the seals with the new one. As you can see, are a couple of seals here, and then the new one is over there. But before I put the new one in, what I'm going to have to do is I have to replace these brake lines, because they're rusty here, and it's a lot easier to do it now with the tanks off than it is with the tank on. So what I'm going to do is this is a short video, I'm going to call this for part 1, basically taking off the tank, and in part 2 I'm going to make brake cables, and then obviously part 3 put the tank back in. Sorted. So look, hope it helps. Thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget, get your hands dirty, see you for the next one.